Welcome to Claremont, Florida. Welcome, viewers. Rich, good morning. Welcome, mutuals. You're a mutual, Rich. Good morning. Good morning, Sherry. We are atop the Florida Citrus Tower. About 20 seconds before I scoped up, I was all by myself up here. And hey, how are you doing, Rich? Now we've got a few tourists that have joined me on the observation deck. So if you hear noise in the background, that's what it is. Good morning. Good morning. I'll walk you around real quick. Well, not real quick. Yeah, it echoes, but I'm not alone. I was. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Valentine's. What's your first name? You're having a hard time hearing me? Good morning, Rick, 5555. How are you, Rick? Can everybody hear me? I have my mic in. Marie rhymes with Mari. Mari rhymes with sorry. So your first name is Mari. Welcome, Mari. Yes, the Wilds. Yes, exactly. We're in Claremont. I can never pronounce it right. No. Can anyone else? Is anyone else having problems hearing me? I have the mic in. Okay, you can hear me now? Okay, good. Yeah, like I was saying at the beginning, Rick, when I first, just before I hit the start broadcast, I was the only one up here. It's a little low. Hang on. I don't like having technical problems. Hey, David, how are you? Can you hear me now? Stayed in Claremont? Okay. Is the volume better other than the people that are echoing behind me? Okay, I apologize. How are you doing, Dave? Welcome to Claremont, Florida. I'm sure you probably never heard of it. Where we are standing is, hi Russell, how are you? We're atop the 256-foot Citrus Tower, which was built in 1956. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I was waiting for a nice, clear, blue sky kind of day, which we haven't had a lot of lately, to come up here so that you could enjoy the view. This tower was built in 1956, and it's still here, and it's still a tourist attraction, even though the Mouse House, which is just down the road, has taken a lot of the tourism that direction. This was one of the first tourist attractions. In Florida back during the 50s. Oh, you've never been up the Wilds? Yeah, what I was hoping to do after I finish scoping here at the top, I'll walk around and do the whole 360 thing. Hey, Ian. Hiya. How you doing? Welcome to Claremont, Florida. We're on top of the Citrus Tower, which I was going to give you some real quick stats in a sec. We're going to take the elevator. I can't talk this morning. Are we having signal issues? I hope not. The elevator ride down, and I'll walk out in the parking lot. Pete, hey, how are you, Pete? Welcome. We're in Central Florida, Claremont, which you've probably never heard of. It is a very pretty morning. We've had some nasty weather for the last few days. Now it's all down in Pete's neck of the woods with the rain and such. We'll walk outside, and I'll show you what the tower looks like from the outside. And hopefully I won't lose the signal when we go down the elevator. Oh, thank you for sharing, Ian. Okay, so let me get out our little facts and figures here real quick. Seda, hi, welcome. Welcome to the Citrus Tower, 256 feet above the ground in beautiful Claremont, Florida. The tower opened in 1956 and stands unrivaled as a majestic and monumental tribute to Central Florida's famed citrus industry. I should point out that all of what you're looking at out here, I'm sorry, I missed a couple comments, I apologize. Everything below me except for this road, this very busy road, which is Highway 27, the Wilds probably recognizes that. This is all citrus groves for as far as the eye can see. on and on and on, citrus. And that was obviously Florida's claim to fame for the longest time, and even up until this day. And I'm walking you, we're facing east now. These windows are tinted, so hopefully we don't have a glare. We're citrus, citrus, citrus. And Florida still is the largest citrus producer. Oh, Ann, hi, I didn't see you come in. Welcome, welcome. Thank you. We got a nice day. We got a nice day. So I'm walking around the tower. It's just windows all the way around, trying to show you out each direction, east, west, north, south. I'll show you these really cool signs. I bet these signs have been here since the beginning. Hey, Eric, Nature Scoper, welcome. So this sign tells us that we're facing east. Orlando's 23 miles? Really? The Atlantic Ocean and Cape Kennedy is 60 miles to our east, which is that direction. But we had 3 really nasty, hard freezes during the 80s that pretty much wiped out all of the citrus groves that were in this area surrounding the tower. 1983, John, welcome John. 1983, it is pretty cool. It's the Citrus Tower in Claremont. How are you, John? I'm good, thank you. This is Claremont, Florida, in Central Florida. Yes, it kind of petered out. Wasn't much of anything. Sorry, Pete. And now it's down in South Florida. Oh, I'm sorry, Sherry. Hopefully no one else is having connection issues. So we had 3 freezes in the 80s, 1983, 1985, and 1989. That wiped out pretty much all of the citrus groves out here. And, oh good, thank you, Dave. I'm glad the connection's okay. Now we're facing south. And if you go south, Disney World, the Mouse House. What is that? Natural lakes in Lake County. Yeah, we are in a county called Lake County. So I'll show you another lake. I don't even know what the name of this lake is when we go to the other wall, to the other windows. There's over 30,000 in Florida, 30,000 lakes. And Lake County has a lot of lakes. So now Claremont, it's more commercial and light industry, tech, and it becomes sort of a suburb of Orlando. See the orange groves that once stood there is now a Publix supermarket. Thank you, John. I'm babbling away. I should show you the view. And I was going to quickly explain. You've never been to Disney World. It is a great experience. And we're going to head over here. It's fun. The younger kids really enjoy it. My personal opinion is that it's a tad overpriced, but I'm not going to get on a rant about that. So now we're kind of facing southwest. And I do not know the name of that lake. It's beautiful, and as lakes go, it's rather small. Actually, this is kind of where we started, at this lake. Is Disney overpriced? Well, it's over $100 to get in for a day. Then, of course, you can get your park hopper passes. You take her out, David. Missed that comment. Yes, it is way overpriced. And there are people that live within earshot of Disney and all those fun theme park rides that can't afford to go there. They'd probably never be able to afford to go there. It's fun, though. It is fun. All of the parks are fun. 55 including. Okay, we're 256 feet up. And I was going to quickly tell you that it's equivalent to over 22 stories high. And with the antenna, here's kind of a look on the, can you see that picture? I was going to show you on the outside. Aunt Kathy. I don't know if I'm your aunt or not, unless you give me a name. Well, I'll show you the outside. Yeah, and you can make payments now on that annual pass. They used to want the money all up front, but now it's a little more affordable. With the, trying to look at my cheat sheet, so I'm having to look away from the comments. We're over 500 feet above sea level when you include that little antenna. There it is, at the top of the tower. Yes, $100 per day. Wow. And if you're a Florida resident, of course, everyone down here goes with the, hey, Max, welcome to Claremont, Florida. We're at the top of the Citrus Towers, just giving some boring facts and figures here. And walk over here. How you doing, Max? I got screenshots for you, Max. I'll send them to you when I get home. Everybody say hi to Max. I think everybody knows everybody in this scope, hopefully. 500 feet above sea level. The fifth highest elevation in the state is not far from here, called Sugarloaf Mountain. Don't think I'm going to make it today. The highest elevation in Florida is up in the Panhandle. It's 375 feet above sea level. It's a place called Britton Hill. I hope to scope that one day. So we're obviously on the glass enclosed observation deck, and we accessed our tower with a ultra smooth elevator ride from the ground floor lobby. This splendid landmark contains 5 million pounds of concrete and 149,000 pounds of reinforcing steel. That's the part that I wanted to see, the reinforcing steel, because we're pretty high up. We're going to bend down. Yeah, it's very clean and nice, and they clean the windows. Thank you, Max, for sharing. I'll have to do a 360 for Max. That used to be an orange grove for as far as the eye could see. And off in the distance, and I'll try to zoom in, is beautiful, beautiful Lake Apopka. It's one of the largest lakes in Central Florida. You might be able to see some blue if I zoom in. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying it, Pete. I had a blast watching you and Pat this morning. Your jogger bomber, slow-mo. Yeah, that. Oh, you're welcome, Max. I'm trying to keep up with comments and zoom in. On the blue in the distance, and you can probably see some glare in the window, I apologize, is Lake Apopka. So I'll zoom back out. And let's see what the sign says here. Well, that's just a picture of what it used to look like. See all the orange trees? Look at this. This is what it used to look like out this window back in 1956. And I believe sometime shortly after this tower opened, back when I was a papoose, my parents brought me here. So if I'm dating myself, so be it. But it was quite the tourist attraction when it first opened up. And again, that was before all the theme parks, Universal, SeaWorld, and Disney ever opened up. So I'm going to very slowly. Oh, well, you're welcome. Are you in Florida, EOJ 257? Yeah, and what a difference. Sugarloaf Mountain, six miles. That's the, I think it's 315 feet above sea level. It's just a short drive from here. Leesburg, which I'm sure none of you have heard of, but Highway 27 was one of the main routes that led through the state back before the interstates were put in and the turnpike. And that was the only way to get around. Joe, welcome Joe from Brooklyn. That was the road to Tallahassee, which is our state capital. But anyway, in the distance, I'm just so fascinated with the topography of Florida, so excuse my excitement. We're situated here on what's called the Lake Wales Ridge. It's also known as the spine of Florida, and I'm not remembering exactly. Welcome from Paris, where I think obviously it begins or ends down near Lake Wales and continues up towards Gainesville, right in the middle of the state. It is the point of highest elevation. It is the hilliest. See, those are hills. We're normally flat. This may look flat to a lot of people anyway. Oh, I missed that comment. I'm sorry. Yes, that's right. Before the freezes, Route 27 was nothing but orange groves. And now you could see, even in the distance though, you can see some. Let me try to zoom in. See? Right. Where's my finger? I'm zoomed in too tight. I can't show you. Off in the distance. Thank you for the invite. Yes, the spine or the Lake Wales Ridge is, yeah, it's very sad actually, but it's happening all over Florida, including South Florida. We're not alone. with all the, we have 22 million people living in the state now. Aha, Kissimmee. Yeah, there's all kinds of, well, they're all out of business now. There were some really cool tourist sites down there, like gator farms and other tourist attractions that just went totally south. Yeah, what hills? Nothing like New England at all. But then when Disney and the other theme parks came along, it put a lot of those mom and pop kind of theme parks out of business. Oh, you were here in the 70s. Oh, so we showed that sign. Look, all the tourists left. They're gone. It's just us. This is what the inside looks like. Just walk you around. So I gave you my facts and figures on the tower, how long it's been here, shared a little bit of the view, and I thought maybe we'd try to go down the elevator, and I'll wrap up. Oh, well, no, Florida still produces a lot of oranges. The leader is Brazil. I think Brazil produces more oranges than anyone in the world, and Florida isn't too far behind. We're still a big orange producer. But that was Claremont's claim to fame, was the citrus. And I missed that comment. I apologize. So look, we're all by ourselves. This is so cool. This is what it looks like up here. And check out this elevator door. Look at that. Sort of a, there were. Yes, look, your oranges look just like these. Somebody's got orange hearts. Yeah, I tried to do my fact checks and my homework, Max. I hope I'm right. That's what I was reading last night before I decided to come up here. So I think we're going to try to take the elevator down. It takes a couple minutes. It's not like the elevator at the Empire State Building. You leave your stomach on the first floor. And we'll take one quick... I don't know if we can blame global warming. We just had 3 really freaky hard freezes. Yes, I will. Who said that? Who said Buck Tower? I will. That is definitely coming up because the flowers are going to be in bloom down there. We're not too far. In fact, we take that road right there, 27. Well, except we go that way on 27, and we're going to go to Buck Tower. So whoever brought that up, thank you, because we will be doing that. So one last look around. Isn't it? This door is cool. There's one downstairs on the first floor. Well, we'll find out, Rich. If I don't lose you, we'll see if we bounce when we get to the bottom. So, everybody ready? Push the button. There we go. Oh, you're very welcome. Bob at Cobb. I'm trying to remember your first name. You're welcome, Rick. There's so many new names I'm trying to remember. Yes, do you remember that? It was awful, and there was actually snowflakes. Thank you, Anne, as always. I'm so glad that you came in and you're here. I wish all of you, we were all standing here as a group together. Wouldn't that be cool? There's plenty of room for all of you up here. So we're just patiently waiting. Jump? Okay. You want the sensation? We can do that. Yes, there were snowflakes in parts of, okay, here's the elevator. You ready? Are you ready? Okay, here we go. And jump. We're in. Okay, God, hope I don't lose you. Hurry up. Come on, bud. Go. Please don't lose the signal. Please don't lose. Look, this is the inside of the door. It's the whole history right here on the inside of the elevator. I didn't need to tell you anything. It's all right here. Greetings, David. How are you feeling, David? Sending you positive thoughts and good vibes. Hope you're doing better. Can you read this? Because I can't. I'm trying to, because the comments are covering it up. I'm glad to hear you're doing better, David. I hope that surgery ends up being a success. Oh, you're welcome, Eric. Okay, well, should we jump off the elevator? No, that wouldn't be cool. Okay. Shh, gotta behave now. We gotta behave. See this? They always exit you into the gift shop. I'm not even gonna waste your time in here, unless you want to see something really cool. Well, I'm coming back in after the scope because I need a pair of these. Because I'm going to the beach and I need new flip-flops. Okay, so we're going to go outside. David, I'm so glad you joined. We scoped a 360. How many times did we go around up there? We did about 4 or 5 360s. We're outside. It is such a beautiful day today. No clouds, so we had a really good view. David, we did a 360 around the observation deck. We were all the way up there. Oh my God, I'm going to flip over backwards. All the way up there, 256 feet up on the observation deck. And we had a really cool view. The lobby loop. I thought you said lobby poop, and I was going to agree with you. 360 up above of the tower, and we talked about the topography of Florida, which I find absolutely fascinating. And I hope I didn't bore y'all with the facts and figures. This is kind of a cool shot, guys. Hang on, I gotta put my map down. I'm gonna turn you vertical so you can see the tower and see that the sun is just sort of peeking out to one side. Is that cool or what? I cannot read your comments sideways 3 years ago from Boston. And built in 1956, I was brought here by my parents as a child. And as I said earlier, I just dated myself, but so be it. And I haven't been back since, actually. This is my first trip back to the Citrus Tower since then. Okay, I gotta turn sideways. Oh, the factoids. You're into factoids too, huh, Max? We knew that. So if you came in a little later, oh, you're very, very welcome. I am so glad you all joined me. I wish we could have all been up there together in one big group. That would have been fun. And then we could have jumped on the elevator on the way down. We could have been jumping up and down. That would have been so cool. And look at this architecture. This is so 50s. I mean, look at this. This is the original. This is the original. How it looked. Of course, I have no recollection of that, but I'm so excited you guys came in. The temperature. Someone would ask me that. 70 Fahrenheit. Can't convert that to Celsius. Don't have my thinking cap on quite yet. No caffeine. I'm going to go have breakfast. I got to ask for a recommendation inside. It is a beautiful day, David. I'll show you another 360 of our beautiful blue sky. We've had kind of crappy, very warm for your UK standards probably, Ian, but absolutely, absolutely perfect here. 70 degrees, low humidity. All the storms cleared out, headed down. Absolutely, David. I'm sorry I'm hoarse. The pollen has kind of gotten to me today. Seda, thank you very much. Thank you, Stephen, for sharing. See how blue? And look at our palm trees here. I picked a day when I was hoping there would be no tourists here and that we had clear skies. How are you, Stephen? Oh, thank you. Is it Joe, right? Joe from Brooklyn. Thank you. Red hot for you. This is so mild, so beautiful. Such a beautiful day. So I'm going to scope down now. I'll give you one last look. We'll end here. Look at the sun, how it's trying to come around the other side. I got my neck craned so I can read your comments, but I want you to see this before we scope down. Thank you all very, very much. Oops. Blocking traffic, but I don't care. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. You're very welcome, Rich. Yes, 90 degrees and 90% humidity can really get to you. It's not fun at all. Say goodbye to one another. I know Ann says that. I'm not trying to steal her line, but so many people in here, and that's what's so wonderful about Periscope, know one another, and we have some new people who we're getting to know as well. So I'll let everybody say goodbye. Adios. Bye-bye. Bye, Seda. Bye, all. Bye, new people. Joe. I'll go back. Bye, Max. Yes, bye, Max. Bye, all. Who's all? I didn't see all come in. But bye all. And yes, bye friends. Bye friends. Thank you all, friends. And later gators. I don't want to scope when you're still talking. That's so rude. Okay. Are we ready? Stephen, do you want to do a countdown? Yeah, bye, Ann. Thank you so much, all of you. Are you still here, Stephen? Welcome, Japan. Just kills. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. But my arm is getting sore, holding it up in the air, and I look like an idiot in the parking lot. Oh, you're very welcome. Okay, I'm going to scope down now. Thank you all again. Have a wonderful day. Yes, we do love each other. I love you all. Later, Gators.